I want to invite Dr. Usman Bakari to the podium for presentation.
Parent Teachers Association, Academy JALINGO, principal of the school, staff of all. It is my pleasure to be here. I believe it's a privilege for me to be here in order to at least say one or two things about this topic. The topic is aligning curriculum with 21st century skills. Looking at this topic, I believe one or two things may come to your mind about curriculum and the skills that we are going to discuss. Take a look at this topic. We have two main variables there, curriculum and 21st century skills. We are going to see how 21st century skill will be aligned with the traditional teaching method that we've been practicing in Nigeria. The next thing is the introduction. Taking a look at this, education in the 21st century is no longer limited to the mere transfer of knowledge. This is what we've been doing for years, donkey's years. We do ask our students to be memorizing paragraphs, books, quotations, and things like that. So the 21st century has changed this narrative. It is about equipping learners with the skills, the techniques, the practical know-how of what they are learning in secondary school, be it junior secondary school, that is lower basic or post basic program. Not only this, we are expected to change their attitudes, competencies. These are the things we are expected to note. Skills, attitude, competencies. They are very, very important for you to at least inculcate this into our students. It is not easy. Why am I saying that it's not easy? It's not easy because you as a teacher, unless and until you have these skills, you don't have the skills, you don't have the attitude, you don't have the competencies, you cannot change anybody. So these are the things that the 21st century is at least asking us or pushing us to do. Looking at it, there are rapid change or changes in the world now. Things are fast changing. We are at the analog age, we came to digital age, we are now in artificial intelligence age. Meaning information is easy, you can manipulate information the way you like it. So the demands of globalization, technology, and innovation have what? Transformed how we live, work, and interact. Yes, globalization. Now what I'm saying, if somebody may view or may take the streaming, somebody in America will be seeing me what I'm doing here live. That is globalization for you. And the gadgets we are using, the technology that will transmit this information to wherever on the globe is what we are talking about. That is 21st century innovations and things like that. So, and not only this, there are things that we are expected to learn as teachers. Making it essential that our school curriculum goes beyond traditional practice, traditional teaching, traditional mentoring. What is that traditional mentoring that we've been talking about? We've been flogging our children or our student because they didn't cram or memorize some of the chapters or things that we even asked them to do. I know there are concepts that you must at least commit them into memory, like formulas and things like that. So there is need for us to shift our teaching method or teaching experiences to a certain level. And that level we say is 21st century skill. Looking at the next slide, aligning curriculum with 21st century skills means what? Integrating the 4 C's. When I sent my questionnaire to some of you, only 14 people responded. Only 14. But now I'm seeing more than 14. But what I infer from that particular instrument is this. Some of us do not know, and they don't know that they don't know that these skills are essential for them to know them. So we are talking about critical 4 C's. First and foremost, critical thinking skill is one of the skills that we are expected to know, followed by creativity, followed by communication and collaboration. I think these are the things that we should know them. We may have more than this, but this is what some of our researchers, some of our mentors say that we should restrict ourselves to these ones. So 4 skills or C's. So if you take a look at the first one, critical thinking skill, creativity, collaboration, and communication are the skills that we are going to talk about. So we are expected to what? To integrate these skills into learning objectives. What are the learning objectives? What you want your learners to achieve before the end of the class. What you want your learners to achieve wherever they are, on the campus or outside the campus. So you can even set your goals that you want to achieve them in the next coming 5, 10 years. So whatever you are teaching your learners, you should tell them that these things you are teaching them so that they can go beyond classroom and practice it somewhere. So the classroom practices, there are things that we are expected to know in our classes, most especially the practical aspect of what we are teaching them, and assessment. We must assess what we taught. We must assess what we said to achieve. So these are 3 things that we are expected to know. Learning objectives, the assessment, and what? And the classroom practices, what we normally teach our students in class. This is, by doing so, we prepare pupils and students not just for examinations. So long as we take a look at the practical aspect of it, you are not only preparing them for what? For examinations only. Our concern is about examination. How can I pass A, B, C's in these courses? So this is our concern in Nigeria. But the reverse is the case now on the globe. 4 C's have changed this narrative. The narrative of forcing your student to cram something to give you what he has crammed during the exam is, in fact, is beyond that. We should inculcate, we should encourage them to what? To do some certain projects outside the classroom. But for real life challenges that require problem solving, teamwork, adaptability, and innovation, these are the things. They must acquire these skills. These skills are very, very important. If you take a look at these skills, problem solving skills is very important for you to teach your students to learn, or your pupils to learn how to solve problems accordingly. Not only this, teamwork is part of what we mentioned, collaboration. So teamwork is very, very important. You should be able to at least encourage your students to know how to work together with their peers, with their friends, with even outside people that are not with them. Adaptability. How can they adapt to new situations, to new environment, to new innovations, to new things that are in the school, outside the school, and how can they bring new things, they themselves, as learners. So the last thing is innovation. When we talk of innovation, we're talking about creativity. Innovation is the product of creativity. Creativity is the new knowledge you have. So the result of that new knowledge is what? Is innovation. So we should be able to at least incorporate this into our learners. The next thing is what? Good. This is a rhetorical question. I want all of you to note this. In your opinion, how important is it to align the school curriculum curriculum with 21st century skills, such as critical thinking skill, creativity, communication, and collaboration to prepare students for today's world. How do you view this? How do you look at it as a teacher? How do you look at it? Can you process this in 5 minutes? This is what we are expected to know today. Our discussion will center on this. And that is the need, or there is need for us to at least look at it and process it and in our mind so that wherever we go, we can change the narrative. Next thing is what? Look, national policy on education. We are trying to align our curriculum with forces of 21st century skills. What is our national policy saying about this? Is our national policy out of place? Are we saying that we don't have a document that is asking us, that is pushing us, that is encouraging us to key into these 4 skills that we are talking about? If you take a look at this, philosophy and goals of education in Nigeria, most especially goals number what? Number 6, A, and E. If you read it very well, the goal says the philosophy of Nigerian education is based on the development of what? Of the individual into a sound and effective citizen. At the basic, primary school, nursery school, primary school, and what? Junior secondary school, something of that nature. Secondary school, senior secondary school, post-basic, and the tertiary institution. So this is one of the key goals of national policy on education. Development, you should understand this, development. And the next thing is a development of appropriate skills. So we are talking about skills. So national policy on education has captured this, that we should develop the skills of our learners, the skills of our students. We ourselves as teachers, we should develop our what? Our skills. Most especially the skills that we've mentioned. So national policy says mental, physical, and social abilities. These are some of the skills that the national policy has at least mentioned. And competencies to empower the individual to live in and what? Contribute positively to the society. This is one of the goals of national policy on education. Looking at this goal is aligning with what? With 21st century skills that we are talking about. Because the goal says we should develop their skills. We should develop their skills. Meaning, skills of doing things themselves. We should be able to at least push them, we should be able to at least stimulate them so that they can think on their own. Are we getting it? The next thing is what? The next goal is to fully realize the goals of education in Nigeria. How can we do that? And gain from its contribution to the national economy. Government shall take necessary measures to what? To ensure, number 1, educational activities shall be learner-centered or learner-centered. Educational activity should be what? Learner-centered. Please underline this. Learner-centered. Okay? Learner-centered for maximum self-development and self-fulfillment. Please look at this. Learner-centered, meaning it's not a teacher-centered. Meaning it's not a society-centered. It's a learner-centered. You should be able to develop the learner, since the learner is the one that is saturating or is the one that is learning before you. You should be able to what? Center on him, give him the work himself, let him do the work himself. 70% of what we're expected to do should be from the learner. Are we getting it? Our own is to just what? Show them, teach them, mentor them, and at least coach them on some of the things that they're expected to do. Okay. Next goal says, teaching shall be practical. Teaching shall be what? Please take a look at this. We cannot achieve 21st century skills if we did not incorporate this, if we didn't integrate this into our curriculum. So one of the things that we're expected to know is practical skill. We should be able to understand this. National Policy on Education says teaching shall be practical. Meaning, teaching should not be what? Should not be theoretical only. we should not bombard our students with what? Theoretical aspect only. But it should be what? Shall. Can you understand? Can you get the connotation there? Shall be what? Practical. Activity-based. Activity-based. Can you underline this? Activity-based. And what? Experiential and IT supported. Experiential, that experiment, they should experiment those things outside or inside the school. As a teacher, if you are teaching them, you should put this at the back of your mind that the National Policy on Education is saying that there must be practical aspect, there must be what? Activity-based, there must be IT supported equipment, IT supported gadgets that will support you. Not only this, there should be what? Experimental work. Maybe for you to develop a machine, for you to invent a machine, you should be able to what? To do it times without number before you will get it correct. Are we getting it? Good. The next thing is number 3, education shall be related to what? To overall community needs. If what we are teaching our students will not solve our community needs, then we're in trouble. We're not doing anything. We should be able to align what we are teaching them with the what? With what is in the society, the needs of our society. Maybe the society needs a machine that will harvest rice. What are we supposed to do? Our secondary school curriculum, our tertiary curriculum should what? Should center around teaching them how to invent these things. Can we imagine this? So if we cannot teach them along that line, then we still have a long way to go. So as teachers, National Policy on Education has captured this. But the implementation is the what? Is the problem now. As we are having the privilege to listen to this, we should be able to do it whenever necessary. Number 4, promotion of physical, emotional, psychological development of all children. We should be able to what? To develop physical aspect of our students, making them to experience physical fitness, exercising their what? Their bodies and things like that, that will support their mental health, emotion, their feelings. We should be able to observe this. We should promote their emotion, good emotion. You know, we have good and bad emotion. We have pleasant emotion and what? Unpleasant emotion. So we should center on things that will support them. Show them love, show them happiness and things like that. So the next thing is psychological development of all children. Meaning they are what? The totality of their well-being. We should take a look at it. Social well-being, moral well-being, emotional well-being, cognitive well-being, mental well-being, and things like that. This is psychology. Meaning the psychology says the study of what? The study of mind. Are we getting it? So your mind will ask your body to do some certain things. A psychologist will what? Will observe what you are doing and he will infer some things from there and tell you that this is what you're expected to know. So acquiring or acquisition of what? Functional skills and competencies necessary for self-reliance. These are some of the things we're expected to know. National Policy on Education is saying that we should be able to what? We should be able to teach our students to acquire functional skills. Functional skills. These are some of the things that we should know. Competencies for self-reliance. Some of us, even these soft skills, we don't teach our students in our classes. How to interact with your parents, how to interact with your fellow students, how to interact with your teachers and the society at large. We don't even teach them. National Policy on Education says that we should be able to teach our students all these things that we are mentioning. The next, okay now, can we take a look at this subheading? What can you see there? How to align what? Curriculum with the 21st century skills. Already with what? We've introduced how we are going to do it. Now we are going to take it head on. We are going to take it extensively in such a way that you should be able to know it. You should be able to teach your child to align himself, his thinking with the 21st century skills, and all what he does in the school should be able to center along that. Aligning curriculum with 21st century skills involves what? Integrating core competencies. We've mentioned them. like critical thinking skill, creativity skill, communication skill, collaboration skill, and things like that. These are the things that we're expected to what? Incorporate them in our curriculum. If the curriculum is more of what? Theoretical aspect, you should be able to what? To infuse some of these things into the curriculum, so that the student will act accordingly, so that the student will act based on what the National Policy on Education is talking about. And into learning objectives, I've mentioned learning objectives, what you intended achieving, pedagogies, method of teaching. We should be able to know which method align with activities. Sometimes our method of teaching is not okay. Our method of teaching, sometimes that we are adopting in our classes, may not even transmit what we wanted to achieve. So we should be able to understand our learners are human beings. So long as you are teaching something and they don't get what you are teaching, then you should be able to what? You should be able to change the curriculum within a certain period of time, meaning change the method of teaching within a certain period of time, so that the learning objectives can be achieved at the end of what you plan. Assessment. How do you intend to assess? You know, some of us, we are biased in assessment. There's what they call bias in assessment. Are you getting what I'm saying? Bias in assessment. So this one is your girlfriend, you are giving her more mark. This one is your enemy, you are giving him. This is what some of us do. But in secondary school, maybe something like this may happen. Or the father of Madam A was student A is giving me this and that. So let me now look at his or her script very well, so that I can give her marks that maybe my allowance or what the father is giving me, what may increase in school. So we should be able to understand all these things. Okay, next, yes, these are the things that we want to achieve. Next, good. What does critical thinking skill mean? I think something is missing there. What does critical thinking skill mean? Are we getting it? What does that mean? Meaning, if you take a look at what critical thinking skill, as an individual now, if I ask you, what will you tell me? What will you tell me? Next slide. What will you tell me? What does thinking mean? Let me start with thinking first. Thinking as a teacher. If they ask you what is thinking, what will be the first thing that will come to your mind? Take a look at the board. I may evaluate you later. I may ask you these simple questions. What is thinking? What is thought? What is critical thinking? And things like that. So thinking is the what? Mental process of using your brain to produce ideas, make decisions, solve problems, and understand the world around you. Did you get this one? Your mental process that helps you to connect with what is happening around the world is what? It is called thinking. Are we getting it? You are not responding. Yes. You know, in your mind, there is what we call thoughts. How do you process your thought? Thought is an act of thinking. It's an act of thinking that transmits information. From where? From the chemicals. From where? From the neurons that you have in your brain. To what? To someone outside. Are we getting it? For you to process something in your mind and take it out, we call that as what? As a thought. Process of mental imagery, mental picturing, mental what? Picture of something in your mind. We say the process of doing that is all about thinking. What am I saying? I'm saying that in the course of teaching your student in the class, you should be able to understand that there is need for you to what? To reconfigure their minds. Reconfigure their minds. Settle their minds. Reposition their minds in thinking or in processing something that will support our society. What am I really saying? I'm saying that for you to teach our traditional curriculum, you should be able to infuse, you should be able to inculcate this thinking ability into your what? Into your learners. There are things in the questionnaire given to you. I asked, which subject did you teach? Or which subject are you taking? Some of you said quantitative what? Quantitative reasoning. That's very, very good. Push them, stimulate them to reason on their own. Stimulate them to what? To bring out something. Out of something. Are we getting it? So if you take a look at this, you may manipulate information to develop concepts, engage in problem solving, reasons, and what? Judgment when you think. You are expected to understand this. If you manipulate information, what do I mean by this? If you take a look at the information, you should be able to what? Read in between the lines, analyze the information, synthesize the information, cut the information into pieces, and now bring the information together and form and get something out of it. Are we getting it? You get concepts out of that. So, no, please go to the good. Engage in problem solving. Your thinking must solve a problem. You know, if you take a look at lights in Nigeria, our thinking has not solved this problem out of this problem. Are we getting it? We should think out of box to solve a particular problem, right? And not only this, we said reasoning. That is logical what? Thinking. Logical what? Statement that you are processing in your mind. That is reasoning. Some of us, we don't have that logical, rational thinking in our mind. What do we have? Some of us have illogical and irrational what? Irrational thinking in our mind. And that's why we're still having problems and so. Okay, can we take the next slide, please? Critical thinking. Please, I want you to read this paragraph yourself. Critical thinking. In the rapidly evolving landscape of what? 21st century, critical thinking and problem-solving skills have what? Have emerged as essential competencies for success in both personal and what? Yes, personal and professional. That critical thinking must be in you. Must be in you for you to achieve your personal goals. For you to achieve your professional goals, you must tell yourself that, look, as a teacher, I've been teaching for 10 years, for 20 years, I need to shift my ground. I need to understand this. I need to extend my tentacles to some of these people that have what it takes to teach this, that have what it takes to change this, so that I can change myself too. Are we getting it? These are some of the things that we are expected to know. Okay, next slide. The advent of what? Technology, globalization, and complex societal challenges has necessitated a shift of educational priorities. Did you agree with that? Yes. Globalization has changed our thought. Technology has changed our thought. How are we getting it? It's not easy. It's not easy for you to even prompt an AI to give you information. Just prompt. Whatever you are thinking, AI will tell you. If you say, who is Usman Bakari from Taraba State University? AI will say, Usman Bakari is this. Are we getting it? It's all about thinking. It's all about thinking. Even the prompts of AI are being set based on thinking. Meaning, what should this person ask about this? You now put the answer based on your assumption that this is what this person may ask. So if you put the prompt like this, as you are touching the AI whatever button, it will now generate information from different sources. And from there you will get to understand that we are living in a changed what? World. We are living in a what? Rapidly developing world that needs you, needs me, needs everyone to what? To shift his thinking, to shift his ground. Are we getting it? Unless if we do that, as teachers, we should be able to do that. We are the engine room of ideas. We are the symbol of ideas. Unless if we what? Add many things to ourselves before we can now change minds. You must tell yourself that I need to what? I need to have ideas before changing someone else. And not only this, emphasizing the development of these skills among students is very, very important. You should be able to tell your students globalization, technology, in what? In complex societal challenges have come to stay. They should shift their ground in understanding, because if it is mathematics you are teaching, you should be able to change their thinking. How can I use my mathematics to change some things outside in the society? How can I use my English to change some of these things in the society? Basic science, what are those things? Physics, biology that you are teaching them, what are those things that you can now connect their thinking with what is outside? And that is why we encourage you to take them for field trip. Even if it's a mini field trip, you should go there themselves and see things themselves so that they can learn, so that they can shift their grounds. Okay. Next, as educational institutions strive to prepare students for the challenges of 21st century, it is imperative to develop effective pedagogical approaches. I mentioned pedagogy, I said it's a method. We have different methods. Can you mention like 5 methods? Okay, one is what? Method of teaching. Problem solving method, good? Assessment. Lecture method, good? Discussion method, good? Demonstration method, good? Field trip, good? Can you clap for yourself? I see. So these are the pedagogies that we are expected to know. Give me water, please. That you are expected to know. Are we getting it? It is very, very important. Tell yourself how to use this thing. How do you expect to what? To manipulate this method of teaching. How do you expect to do that? Can you stand up? All of you. Good. We said it is imperative to develop what? To develop a very good pedagogy. Effective pedagogy. Meaning method. Let me just pick one. Demonstration method. If you want to cook rice, and you are just explaining to your student, as a teacher, you are not doing the right thing. What are you supposed to do? Demonstrate by bringing what? Rice and all the what? And demonstrate those things before them. Let them see it themselves. That is, you are shifting your ground from theoretical to practical. Are we getting it? We should understand this. Next thing is what? Okay. Approaches that can what? Bridge this skills gap that we are talking about. Unless if you don't have the skills of teaching, you cannot change anything. You should have the experience or knowledge of what discussion method, knowledge of what teaching method, knowledge of what project method. Let me just ask you, what are those teaching methods that will prompt project-based teaching, project-based teaching, or activity-based teaching? What are those teaching methods? Can you tell me, please? Discussion? What? Demonstration? Good. Project-based is another thing. Another one is what? Problem solving. Are we getting it? I'm telling you these strategies or this method so that you should be able to put it at the back of your mind. Most especially those of us teaching sciences. You can't teach sciences with explanation only. You can't teach sciences with explanation only. Even arts, they teach arts based on what? Some practicals. Somebody is teaching fine arts. You can't just be explaining things. You ask students to what? To design. You ask them to sketch. You ask them to draw. You ask them to do some things that will now say that yes, you are doing something. Are we getting it? Okay, now can we move to the next one, please? Moreover, the increasing complexity of global issues such as climate change. Did we agree with that? Yes, we are experiencing climate change, definitely. And not only this, economic inequality and teacher or technological what? Disruption. I would like to explain this. What is technological disruption? What is technological disruption? Can somebody help us? Yes. Disruption. Meaning, the advent of computer-based tests has displaced people with traditional method of what? Writing exams. Are we getting it? The advent of mobile phone has displaced what? The traditional method of what? Sending message via footage. You take it to somebody somewhere. Are we getting it? Spending 1 week, 1 month before reaching that place. In fact, the advent of computer has what? Has changed all these things. And not only this, even some of us lecturers, the advent of AI has displaced our thinking. Are we getting it? Has disrupted our thinking. Meaning, AI has done something to our what? to our thinking, even to our futures. We should be able to think. Let me tell you, the generation of Gen Z, Gen what? Gen Z, the generation of Gen Z, they are good at manipulating the internet. As a lecturer, you should be able, as a teacher, you should be able to what? Know how to manipulate it. Before you teach a concept, you should search for different materials from different sources, have that idea before you come before them, or before you come and teach a particular concept, because they have their smartphones. Within a short period of time, what we are saying, they'll just search and say that what you are giving us all material, the material of yesterday, 30 years, 20 years, 10 years. Now, sir, things have changed. Are we getting it? We still have some teachers like that, 10 years not, 5 years not. You are just recycling your what? Your lesson plan. No. The world is what? Is fast growing. That is disruption that we're talking about. Computer or technological disruption. It has disrupted you from your old system. Now you are expected to what? To put your thinking cap and do the right thing. Are we getting it? Further highlights the needs for individuals who can what? Think critically and solve problems innovatively. Solving problem what? Innovatively. Not in our yesterday's method. Not in our mundane what? Method of changing things. No. Now, in fact, we have different things in place. We should be able to change our thinking so that we can have it based on what we are. Okay, now the next thing is what? Critical thinking skills involve. Please listen to this. If you are dozing, can you open your eyes? Somebody is dozing. Yes, I can see it there. Critical thinking skills involve analyzing information objectively. This is one. To form well-reasoned judgment. This is 2. And to make informed decisions. This is 3. Please, whenever you're reading a material, please read it very well. Meaning, analyze the information. You take a look at the information very well. What are the key words in the information? What are the omnibus terms, words that connote different meanings that will help you to what? To grab all the idea in 1 second. You should be able to have that. You should be able to know this word in that paragraph. That is analyzing information. Are we getting it? What are the key words in the information, in the paragraph? The more you get this one, you're okay. Get it, analyze it, synthesize the information. Make it in what? Into components, compartments, into different what? Classes. Are we getting it? And not only doing that, put your eyes on it. Give it a cursory look. Meaning, you are looking at these things so that you can make reasons, so that you can drive reasons, so that you can make a very informed what? Decision. Unless if you have that. Don't just look at it and just take it out. No. Read it in between the lines. Underline things. Synthesize those things. Bring out your own before you now ask the material to pass. Are we getting it? This is the new thing that we are talking about. Now, the thinking has changed. The thinking is no more normal thinking, but it's a what? Critical thinking. Are we getting it? Not normal thinking, critical one. That is to say that read in between the lines. And not only this. Key skills include what? Observation. Observe the material very well. Peruse through the material very well. Observe the nooks and crannies of the material. Analyze the material very well. Get something out of that material, that is inferences. You infer something out of that material. And synthesize it, I've mentioned it. You synthesize the material. You communicate the message of that material. You solve problem using that material. And not only this, recognizing ideas or biases, recognizing biases. Maybe you have taken it based on your own volition, based on your own accord, based on your own human what? Human mind. You should be able to look at it critically and objectively so that you can give out correct answer. Are we getting it? Correct answer to someone asks you to read that material. Evaluating argument. You should look at that material and evaluate. Ask questions. Are we getting it? Ask questions. Provide solutions to yourself based on that material. By so doing, you are what? You are not staying in one place. you are moving to the greater height. Next thing. Good. Research shows that, this statement is not mine. Research shows that students who are exposed to curricula, that is plural of curriculum. You can say curriculums. Huh? But curricula is okay. Students who are exposed to curriculums that emphasize critical thinking and problem solving are better equipped to tackle real world challenges. Did you agree with that? Yes. Unless if you do that, unless if you push them, even if it's your son, you are not exposing him to these things, he may not be a very good thinker, philosopher. Expose him to these things. Let him think critically. Before he gives an answer, he should think critically, give you what is expected. And not only this, demonstrating enhanced creativity. Enhanced creativity. Are you getting it? Meaning, after you might have done your own, you can use machine, you can use devices, you can use equipment to work to enhance those things. Are we getting it? Adaptability, I've explained before, decision-making abilities. So, looking at the material will help you to take a very good decision because you have critically analyzed the material, you have analyzed it based on your own work, based on your own thinking, you have synthesized the material, and now you are giving what? You are taking a decision. For you to take a decision, you have to what? Decision has what? Has stages. Are we getting it? And we have mentioned these stages. As we are talking about critical thinking skill, you should be able to think critically, you should be able to synthesize things very well, give a very good judgment, give a very good evaluation before you now pass your own decision. Can we move to the next? Good. As educational system worldwide continue to what? To evolve, change, meaning it evolves to, it continues to change. From we were not using computer before, but now we are using computer. We were not using internet before, now we are using internet. We were not using artificial intelligence before, now we are using artificial intelligence. I'm telling you, you must adopt it. Don't say that they have finished everything. They haven't finished everything. They haven't. You should tell them the way you are teaching English in Grace Junior. You should tell them the way you are doing things in Grace Junior, so that somebody somewhere will adopt this idea. So that somebody somewhere will get to know what is happening in Grace Junior. Are we getting it? So information is money. Data is money. Data science is money, unless if you take your time to understand what is data. So don't say that they have finished everything, they are saturated everywhere. They haven't known. If you ask them Grace Junior, maybe they may not know it. So you are the very people that will put information of Grace Junior on what? On internet. From America, somebody will Google and see the information that this is what these people are doing in Grace Junior. Are we getting what I'm saying? One of the things, the takeaway that you're expected to know is this. All of you develop something based on your own thinking, based on your own critical thinking, and upload it on your internet, on your page, on your websites. Are we getting it? So that somebody somewhere will see the ideas of Mr. A, Mr. B, and C. Don't look down upon yourself as a teacher. If you have taught people over the years and they have excelled, you should write it as an achievement. Are we getting it? Somebody somewhere will admire that particular thing that you are writing. Maybe they may look for somebody that has that exact experience, and before you understand, they will give you a call. Please, we want you to come over to Abuja. You are going to Uganda. You are going to. Are you getting it? And then for all these things. So we should be able to understand these things. And not only this, as educational system worldwide continue to what? To evolve, it is imperative that the development of critical thinking skills and problem-solving skills remain a priority. Are we getting it? We should take it as a priority. We should do something like this. If you didn't take it as a priority, then you're in a problem. You should tell yourself that I'm a mathematics teacher. Things are fast changing. What are all those mathematical concepts that I will use to change some of these things? Maybe you may not understand, but maybe you haven't tried anything like that. Okay, we are coming to it. Ensuring that future generations are prepared to navigate the challenges and opportunities of the 21st century effectively, you are expected to adopt what we mentioned. By fostering these skills, are we getting it? You foster these skills and what? Cultivate a more informed what? Decision. More informed innovation. More informed development and things like that. More informed ideas and resilient society. Unless if we take our time to do that. Yes. Are you innovative? What have you innovated? I'm asking all these questions. You should tell yourself, I've been teaching for years. What have I introduced in the teaching? What are your formulas? Do you have your own formula? Do you have your own concept? Do you have your own shortcut to answers? For those of you that are teaching sciences, you should be able to have something like this. Critically think on these things and create your own ideas. Are we getting it? The next thing is what? Is creativity. What is creativity? We say creativity is the process of what? Of generating new ideas. Stop there. Process of generating new idea. As a teacher, what will you generate as a new thing? As a teacher that you are teaching students, how can you make them to generate new ideas out of what you are teaching them? Are we getting what we are saying? We are trying to align the curriculum into our what? Into our thinking. We should be able to have the idea of understanding these things. We should be able to know that, this is what we are expected to do, unless and until you have these things. If you don't have these things, you may not even create anything. So creativity is a process of generating new idea. I have mentioned it. For you to generate idea and even sell it out for somebody to see that idea as a product, meaning you have introduced innovation or something that has to do with that. Are we getting it? Okay, now, despite the fact that we don't have this, I have something like this here. Generating new ideas and concepts is what we are expected to do. Concepts, we say concepts, not only ideas. You can even generate concepts on your own. Well, innovation is the implementation of those ideas to create something tangible and valuable. So, for you to generate something or produce something new as a product, as a concept, that is the what? That is the result of what? Creativity. And not only this, key components of creativity. Key components of creativity. Number one, we have curiosity. You must be curious for you to create something. Are we getting it? You must be curious. You must be vigilant. You must take your time to get this, get that. Check things. No matter how little of those information, check those information before you now get your what? Get something or generate a new idea. And not only this, imagination is another process. You have to be imagining what? Things in your mind, things in your brain, so that you can produce something. We say thinking is a process, it's a mental process. Are we getting it? And thought is an act of what? It's an act of thinking. So for you to put these things together, plus imagining yourself, meaning picturing those things in your brain. I want to create this. You should start by what? You should start by imagining those things in your mind before you get it correct. And not only this, the next thing is problem solving. Problem solving is another key component of creativity. If you want to create something, you must have that idea of problem solving. Unless if you have the idea of problem solving. And not only this, we have what? Open-mindedness. Things that are new, you open your mind and what? And assimilate them, accommodate them, accept them. Sometimes we don't accept things like that. So not only this, the last thing is empathy. Empathy is one of the things, or is one of the key components of what? Of creativity. And not only this, how do we create things? As a teacher, how do you create things? I'm asking you, how are you going to create something new? Yes, you know, some of us, we are feeling ourselves that we've been teaching physics for years. What have you invented? What have you created? This is the question. Are we getting it? You are talking about English. You've been teaching English. What have you invented? What ideas have you created? What concept you have as an English teacher? You should be able to have another thing that doesn't, in fact, that is not in the textbooks. You should have something as an experienced teacher. And not only this, let me just read this to you. There is a philosopher that has what? He has fashioned out some stages of creativity. The name of this person is Wallace. Wallace has the idea And he has invented that idea in 1926 in his book titled The Art of Thought. The art of what? Thought. The art of thought. Meaning the art of thinking. Meaning the art of generating information. The art of picturing information in the mind. Are we getting it? He tackled these ideas with a model of cognitive creativity. A cognitive creative process. Where he says that is still today, meaning the ideas he has generated, we are still using the ideas even up to this moment. One of these ideas is this: if you want to create something, he said, number one, you have to prepare what you want to create. Prepare the idea. Prepare what you want to create. That is what he said. In which the problem solver begins to study and gather information. That is preparation. You think you gather information. You think you gather information. You think you gather information. If you want to invent a caterpillar or local caterpillar that will help you, you should be able to what? Start generating information on how other caterpillars have been invented or have been fashioned out. Are we getting it? So the first thing is preparation. The second thing he said, incubation. You have to incubate the idea. After you might have gathered the information, you've gathered the data, you should incubate the idea in which the mind keeps thinking about the question, even if the person is what? Even if the person is doing other tasks. This is what you're expected to do. You should be able to have this at the back of your mind. Incubate ideas, start thinking on how to generate something. Start thinking on how to get something. Next thing is what? Okay, we haven't finished with this one, okay? Mind keeps thinking about the question, even if the person is doing other tasks, but your mind is still what? Is still wondering, is still talking about something, is still contemplating about something, is still remembering about something. Are we getting it? So this is incubation period. By the time you have that stage, you are at the incubation period also. This stage may be brief or last a long time. So if you so wish, the incubation period may be brief or it may last longer. So it depends on how you put those ideas as a what? As a researcher or as an inventor or as a thinker. Number 3, his third stage says intimation. That is the intimation. Preparation, incubation, we are now at the third stage. Intimation is often dropped from what? From modern perspectives on his work. It is the moment of what? Of realizing a breakthrough in what? Breakthrough. Meaning breakthrough is eminent. If you take a look at it, number 1, preparation. Number 2, incubation. Number 3 is what? Intimation. Intimation. Intimate yourself with the idea, with that idea. Already you have intimated yourself. Already the idea is being deposited in your mind. The position of the idea is in your mind. Are you getting it? So this is the third one. The fourth one is what? In the fourth stage, he said illumination page or pace. Illumination. How do you illuminate? Lighting the idea. How do you brighten the idea? How do you fashion the idea before other people so that they can look at it, so that they can see it as something that is what? Is brighter than what I was having or what he was having before. The person has the aha what? Aha, that is Hausa, whatever. Aha what? Moment. What is aha moment? A moment of clarity. A moment that something is now clear. Are we getting it? You want to take it as what? As something that will support you. Okay, now, the awaited insights in which the solution appears. So the awaited time that you are still nursing the idea, the thing has now appeared to you. You have adopted it, and this is what you want to invent. Another thing, and the last stage, he said, finally, the verification phase. The verification phase. You have synthesized the idea, you have analyzed the idea, you have eliminated the idea. The idea has passed through what? Incubation, has passed through elimination. And what? Now you are at the last stage, and last stage is verification. You look at the do's and don'ts, you look at the good and bad, you look at the ugly aspect of it, you look at the advantage and disadvantage of those particular things that you have invented. Is when the idea is tested. Are we getting it? Tested and what? Implemented. So these are some of the things that a thinker or a teacher is expected to at least prompt his student to do something like this. You should be able to what? Engage your student. This is what we want you to do. We want you to be creative enough in this aspect. We want you to do this, we want you to do that. So these are some of the things that a researcher or an inventor is expected to do. Next thing is what? There is a growing recognition that education system must shift from simple or simply imparting data to students to nurturing them to be creative thinkers. Are we getting what we are saying? We've said it before. Don't just be packing data into their brain only. Nurture them in such a way that they can be creative thinkers. Are we getting it? Including skills like brainstorming. Please, brainstorming is one of the things that you should adopt. Are we getting what I'm saying? Brainstorming. As you are going back to your teaching, as you are going back to your class, you should adopt brainstorming. Ask your student to brainstorm an idea. Bring something. Ask them to what? To brainstorm. Are we getting it? Yes. Divide the class into different groups. 3, 4, 2 groups like that. And just give them an idea. How to invent this. How to produce this. How to do this. Before you understand, students will go back and what? And make their own researches. They will make their own consultation. Are we getting what I'm saying? If you ask them, come and demonstrate this. Tomorrow or next tomorrow, 1 week, I'm giving 1 month for you to come and display your projects. How do we invent electricity using our what? Using our environment, using the substances or using the things in our environment. So they can go back and what? And generate those ideas. For you to understand this, just divide them into groups and put something on ground. That any group that emerges the first or emerge first, they will take this amount of money or they will take this amount of things. Are we getting what I'm saying? It's very, very good for you to do that. Mind mapping is one of the strategies. And not only this, there is what we call irritative implementation. Irritative implementation. As a teacher, you should have that idea of what? Of supporting your learners to go to different places and what? Scout for ideas. Are we getting it? Look for different ideas so that they can come and what? And start doing something. Creativity is a skill that needs to be practiced, explored, and cultivated through activities that encourage innovation, questioning, perseverance, and things like that. And not only this, there are core classes of innovation. Core classes. Please stand up, all of you. I can see the classes coming somehow. Yes, stand up. Energizer, please. Yes, just one. One.
Hands up. Clap once. 2, 5.
Another one. Another one.
Hands down.
Hands down. Hands down. Take a look at your neighbor and ask him his name, please. Okay. Go. Take your seat. Attitude. That core attitude. Can you take us to core attitudes? Good. 5 core attitudes of creative people. We have mentioned 5 before. We are now going to mention another 5 by a different person. This idea is from Professor Jen, a professor in Michigan. Are we getting it? He's the one that came out with these ideas. For you to generate, to be creative enough, she said, you should be able to what? 1, core attitude of self-discipline. Self-discipline. About what? About doing the creative work, which includes the presence of motivation. There must be motivation. There must be a driving force that is pushing you to achieve something. Are we getting it? There must be an energizer that is propelling you to achieve something. And not only this, number 2, core attitude of naivety or openness to experience. Openness to experience. You open, you accept, you accommodate, you assimilate. Are we getting it? So that you can now get your own out. So that you can now create your own. Number 3, core attitude of risk taking. One of these science or attitude is risk-taking. For you to invent something, you have to risk the process. Let me just do it. Maybe I will get it. Are we getting it? Unless if you risk the process. If you didn't risk the process, you cannot get it. Risk the process. Read the history of the person that invented aeroplane and this bomb. He has tried severally. They have tried severally before they achieve what they wanted to achieve. Are we getting it? And not only this one. There is a novel. The name of that novel has escaped my memory. Maybe later. The owner of that novel worked tirelessly. She is in America. She worked tirelessly. She presented that novel 7 times. And it was rejected. The last thing she did, she changed the content. She changed many things of that novel. When she presented it, she emerged victorious. And her novel is one of the best sellers in America. Are you getting it? One of the best sellers. So, what am I really saying? You have to risk the process. Take yourself out. Go and compete with others. Let's see what is outside. You can even tell your student to be doing that. We are talking about you now. You go back and what? And incorporate these ideas into your learners, into your student and the classes. The next thing is what? Core attitude of tolerance for ambiguity. Core attitudes of what? Tolerance. You have to see things, you have to accommodate things, you have to accept things. Things that are not even clear to you, you have to accommodate them before you now take your time to what? To sift, to investigate, to make evaluation, to analyze it very well before you come with your own idea. The last thing is what? Core attitude of what? Group trust. Group trust. So, unless if the group has the trust, if you want to work in a group and there is mistrust, you cannot see the light at the end of your activity. Are we getting it? Yes, you cannot see the light. Somebody that started Facebook, he was not alone when he started it, but the idea was, he was the one that started the idea. He called some of his friends, come and support me. They came and supported him. They invented Facebook. Are we getting it? That is to say that unless if you have the same goal to achieve, unless if you have the trust, unless if you have what? That group process to accommodate all assembly, unless if you have this. If you don't have it, you cannot achieve it. Okay, now, the next thing, okay, I'm done with creativity. But before we take the next one, I would like to evaluate what sentence. Just a sentence about creativity, critical thinking skill. Just one sentence. What have you learned in that aspect? Please, can you give me one sentence about critical thinking skill? One sentence. Just to test your ability. Since you've been writing, I can see some of you nodding their heads. I can see positive gestures from all of you. Then tell me what you've assimilated, please. Yes, the time is yours now. I want to hear from you. Or I should finish my presentation before evaluating. Eh? Okay, I should evaluate now. Okay, now I'm evaluating you. Critical thinking skill. Okay, let me, yes.
Skills involve analyzing
Good.
information to make an informed decision.
Good. Analyzing. And what? You analyze
Skill involve observation, analyzing, synthesizing, and inferences, drawing out inferences.
Good. For you to critically look at an information, first and foremost, analyzing. First and foremost, synthesize those things. You now infer from those things. Are we getting it? Before you now take a decisive decision also. Okay, what of creativity? Creativity is what? Yes, ladies now.
It involves new ideas.
Good. Generating new ideas. Generating new ideas is called what? Creativity. Good. So now, says that one cannot contribute anything new to a domain unless one has worked or unless one has been working in that domain for at least 10 years. For you to add a new thing successfully, unless you've taken what? 10 good solid years working in that particular area without changing to a different area before you what? Before you now invent or produce a new idea. Did you get what they're saying? Yes. This is a research. And not only this, they say expert is acquired. Expertise is acquired after one has done 10,000 or more repetitions of something before you acquire something. Did you get what I said? How many times? 10,000 of repetition. You repeat it 10,000. Or you've been doing it for 10 years. 10 years. Before you now what? Be an expert. So expertise is being acquired in what? In not less than what? 10 years. For you to say that, yes, I know how to do it, meaning you've been doing it for days or for years. 10,000 different practices. So if you want to know something very well, you should practice it without number. Are we getting what we are saying? It's just like that. And not only this, there is what they call automaticity. Automaticity is the ability to do tasks without thinking. Did you get what I said? What did I say? Good. You just be saying it because it's already part of you. Are you getting it? So unless you reach that level. So for you to be creative, you should be able to what? You should be able to have an idea that talks about this. And not only this, okay, we've explained this. Let me now take you to the last lab. Critical thinking. We are done with what? Creativity. We are now moving to communication. Communication. Unless if you have the idea of communication. If you don't have the idea of communication, you are in trouble. I'm telling you this. So, communication in 21st century means a lot. Meaning, as a teacher, you should grab the ideas or ideas of what communication skills. Maybe some of you will be talking about just speaking a language. Yes, it's part of it. Speaking is part of it. Communicating what you want, clearly is part of it. But what we are saying, 21st century communication skills encompass what? Clear and concise articulation. You articulate. Get words together, you articulate it very well. Active listening. When we say active listening, maybe some of you will say that I will listen with my ears. Yes. But active listening involves your what? The whole of your body. Your ear, the facial expression, your legs, your hands, are you getting it? All your body. You should be present. Not only physical present. You should be spiritually there. What do I mean by this? Your mind must be there. That is communication that we are talking about. So, and not only this, adaptability in diverse communication styles and platforms. You should adapt ideas, you should adapt to their domain, to their things, innovations, and cultural display. Adapt to it, meaning accommodate it the way you see it. You should have that idea of adapting. Effective expression through various forms, like oral expression, written expression, digital expression, non-verbal what? Expression. Sometimes in psychology, we use non-verbal expression to know what is disturbing you. Even if you didn't tell us that something is disturbing you, we can read it from your face, we can read it from your what? From your facial expression. You don't need to tell us that you are disturbed. In fact, you are feeling hungry. You don't need to tell us that you are angry. You don't need to tell us that you are not happy with this. You don't need to voice out. Yes. Facial expression will communicate all these things. Are we getting it? No matter how you suppress it, it may what? It may spring up. If you are feeling hungry, no matter how you suppress it, we will see it now. We will see it from your mouth. We will see it from yawning. We will see it from tiredness. We will see it from even the way you are moving your legs. We will know. Are you getting it? All these are forms of communication. So communication does not connote oral expression only. It connotes listening. It connotes oral expression. It connotes written expression. It connotes digital expression. It connotes non-verbal expression. Are we getting what I'm saying? It's very, very important. So, and not only this, we said active and empathetic listening. Sometimes we don't put empathetic listening. You know empathy? You know empathy? Well, those of you in psychology know what is empathy. Empathy means putting in somebody's shoe. So somebody is talking, assuming you were the one that is talking, and people are not listening. How will you feel? How will you feel? Somehow. So put yourself in the shoe of the speaker. The speaker is talking, and you are making noise. Assuming you were the one that is talking, and some other people are making noise. How will you look at this? That is active what? Active listening. And not only this, we said empathetic listening. Empathetic listening. And not only this, collaboration. We have collaboration. Can you say it? We have collaboration. Collaboration, you have to collaborate. We are coming to it. And not only this, and the strategic use of media and technologies. Strategic use. Not the way we are using it. We use gadgets, platforms to insult people. This is what we are doing. We insult this, insult it. Governor is talking, or he sends somebody to send a message. You are insulting him somehow. Somehow there. So these are not good as a teacher. As a teacher, you are responsible. As a teacher, you are what? In fact, somebody said you are a symbol of justice. Are we getting it? I have said it before. Wherever you are a symbol of ideas. As a teacher. So we should note this. So next thing is what? Collaboration. And that is the last thing that I'm going to talk about. Well, please. Last thing. Collaboration. Can you look at your neighbor and give him a presidential handshake of acceptance? Please turn to your neighbor and do that. Yes. This is collaboration. You are collaborating. Are we getting it? Collaborate. What is collaboration? Collaboration is the act of working with others. Working with what? With others to achieve a common goal. That is it. Working with others, unless if you teach your student to work with others. You know what is happening in our classes now? You know what is happening? We don't ask our students to collaborate. Our schools are somehow a time bomb. Are you getting it to the country? We have separated our schools along what? Tribes, along religion, and along what? Geography. Are we getting it? It's a time bomb. Collaborate. What we know, we used to know that everybody comes to a class. Everybody. No exception. Everybody in the village. Village A, village B, village C. The son of poor man, the son of well-to-do man, they are in what? They are in a class. But the reverse is the case now. This is a threat to collaboration. It's a threat to collaboration. And let me tell you, even in the university, just watch very well. You see this attitude. Students are no more what? Interacting very well. Already, this is what they learned from primary school. This is what they learned in secondary school. In the university, they are somehow together, but it's becoming what? And even these universities, we have even taken a step of what? Of separating it again. So what am I saying? Collaboration is very good. And look, you don't collaborate with only one person. You collaborate with different personalities from different backgrounds, from different culture. from different diversity. Are we getting what I'm saying? That's what we call storming during group process. If I say 5 people should come out now, this is just get a leader, the secretary, the treasurer. Before they will settle, I'm telling you, some of them will be looking down upon others. In fact, it's very difficult for them to just come and be a one solid, indivisible entity at that material time until they take a certain period. If they take a certain period, that's what we call norming. Norming. They will now normalize their ideas. This one will just melt down his arrogance. This one will swallow his pomposity, and this one will swallow. They will now come down. Are we getting it? Collaboration. Unless if you have this idea of collaborating, please, I'm using this opportunity to tell you, collaborate regardless of the person you are looking at. Or the person is close to you. Collaborate without attaching any barrier. Collaborate without attaching any condition. Are we getting what I'm saying? Even among you teachers here, collaborate. You know, we do segregate. This one is poor. This one is middle. This one is upper. We segregate. This one comes with a car. This one comes with a motorcycle or motorbike. This one comes with a bicycle. This one is barefooted, and we are segregating. No, we should collaborate. As you are collaborating, forget all these sentiments, biases. Set them aside. Don't attach condition to any collaboration you are bringing. If you want your student to make it, tell them to melt down their what? Their pride. They should swallow their pride and embrace one another. Let me tell you one thing. The person you are looking down upon him today may be the governor of this state tomorrow. Are you getting it? May be the vice chancellor of our university tomorrow. May be the president of this country tomorrow. I'm telling you, you can't tell. Who can tell us the future with certainty among you? Nobody can decide the future, what will happen with him or to him in the future with certainty. Nobody can do that because of what? The knowledge of unknown. So that is why you have to treat everybody with unconditional positive regard. Give him that positive regard, regardless of his face, regardless of his beard, regardless of his size, regardless of his class. Don't do that. Just collaborate. So it's the engine behind many of the greatest achievements. Collaboration is the engine behind many of what? The greatest achievement in history, from scientific breakthroughs to global social movement. So social movement, in fact, if you want to bring a movement, one person cannot take the movement into anywhere. Are we getting it? It's just like ASU now. ASU is a formidable what? Society that agreed on common what? Common concern, common goal. That is why if they say A, everybody will run toward A. Are you getting it? Not like other, how will I even put it? Like other bodies, that their leaders will collect money and sell their what? Their mandate to whatever. What am I saying? As you have joined hands together, work toward achieving that particular what? Particular goal together. The hypocrites among us, they will turn and get money. Before you understand, they'll be fighting you in the group. If you cannot withstand, you run away and leave them. Are you getting it? So collaboration must go with what? Trust and things like that. Okay, now, conclusion. Collaboration goes beyond simply working in groups. It involves active listening, open communication, conflict resolution, and ability to value diverse perspectives. Technology has also extended collaboration to global levels. Did you agree with that? Yes. Technology has helped us. Now I myself, I have some friends in America. I haven't seen them, but we interact. Are you getting it? I have some professors that we do interact with them online. Online. It's because of what? It's because of globalization, technology. And not only this, technology has also expanded collaboration to global levels, enabling teamwork across cultures, time zones, and what? And disciplines. Cultures. This one has different culture. This one has another different culture. But computer world has made them to what? to come together. Are we getting it? And not only this, time zones. Now, this is Nigeria. What is the time now? 9 o'clock? 10 o'clock? 11? What's the time? Huh? 11:32. 27. So if you go to other countries, it's not morning, it's rather what? Night. Like America now. Are you getting it? So that is time zone that we are talking about. But the technology has made it what? Has made it one. So we can collaborate at any point in time. So collaboration does not restrict you working in a group in this school only. You can even extend the group to other countries and other disciplines and so. Okay, now, strong collaboration skills foster what? Creativity. If there is a strong collaboration, it fosters what? Creativity, innovation, and problem solving, making them essential to success in education, workplace, and community life. Did you agree with that? If there is a good collaboration, it fosters what? Creativity, innovation. Yes, because 10 good brains are better than one brain. Did you agree with what I'm saying? Yes. So, collaboration in this particular 21st century that we are talking about is good. Don't just sit on your own. Get a group. In this school, as you are teaching here, get a group. Are you getting it? Wherever you find yourself, workplace, get a group. Collaborate with them. Teamwork, so that you can achieve a common goal. I'm not saying that you should form a group that will destroy some people. Yes. Conclusion. Aligning curriculum with 21st century skills is not just a reform, but a necessity for preparing learners to thrive in an increasingly complex, digital, and interconnected world. That is what we're expected to do. By embedding critical thinking, creativity, collaboration, and communication into teaching and learning processes, schools can equip students or children with lifelong competencies. Lifelong. I was telling my student yesterday about this lifelong learning. As you are in the university or college, you should learn for lifelong, not for short life, short experience. What do I mean by this? Permanent change in behavior. Permanent change. As they are doing it practically, they will learn it more than the theoretical aspect that you are teaching them. Are you getting what we are saying? That the experiential approach to teaching is more what? Is more effective than what? Than theoretical aspect of teaching. What do I mean by this? Allow the student to experiment themselves. As they are experimenting, they will learn it more. And some people are even saying that it's 70%. 70%. Are you getting it? Viability. This viability of experimental learning is 70%. Huh? Good. And not only this, schools can equip students with lifelong competencies that extend beyond academic success and so. So the responsibility lies with educators. Did you agree with this? It lies on you as educators. Parents, like Dr. Aminu that is here. It lies on us as parents, stakeholders, to ensure that the curriculum nurtures curiosity. Our curriculum should nurture what? Curiosity. Yes. Innovation. Our curriculum should nurture problem-solving abilities. And not only this, our curriculum should nurture adaptability. When these are systematically integrated, learners are better positioned to face real-world challenges, become responsible citizens, and contribute meaningfully to the development of our society. Can you clap for me? Good. This is the end of our work. Let me just put it, the end of my presentation. So we are now moving to questions and answers. Are we getting it? Where I can respond positively, I will respond. Where I cannot respond positively, my colleague is here, Dr. Aminu, and other teachers that are here. You can come in so that we can get a very good answer for all the questions. Are we getting it? So we are giving you just 1 minute to now put down.
Who has presented a wonderful paper that has impacted on all the domains of learning. So we are grateful, Dr. Bakari,
Thank you, sir.
Head of Department Guidance and Counseling. As he rightly said, comments